Yes, we are back out on the 125 today. It's been a while and, well, it kind of feels weird. Well, it has been 4 weeks since we had this bike on the channel, since we took a bunch of bikes out to do our season opener. Saying that, I also took this bike to bike night the other day, a couple of days ago. Took this one to bike night. Admittedly, kind of felt weird riding this bike to bike night, but nonetheless, even though it kind of feels weird to be riding this bike, I'm still glad to be out on this bike. And I think the only reason why it feels weird at the moment to be riding this bike is, of course, because I've been riding out with Lauren quite a lot. Maybe that's a summer thing, I'm not sure. And I know it's not quite summer yet, but nevertheless, although it's not quite summer yet, we have had a couple of decent days in these last few weeks, and I don't know, I think maybe big bikes just hit different in the summer. I will ride both bikes all year round, but when it comes to the winter, I kind of gravitated more towards my 125. Lauren was sat in the garage, tucked away, nice and clean, whilst Rafiki here was out in all weather, getting absolutely filthy. Now, although he hasn't been used, he also hasn't been forgotten about. In fact, about a week ago, we refitted his pillion pegs and his pillion seat because I have a couple of little people who really want to ride pillion. And there are a couple of other jobs that I've been looking at doing. And of course, when I say jobs, I do mean modifications. Something else that I haven't done much of lately, I haven't been commuting on a bike. Every one of my office days recently, I've needed the car after work, and a couple of days I've even walked to work because, well, you have to get them steps in, don't you? But of course that's left no room for commuting on a bike. So again, Rafiki here, he's taken a little break for a few weeks. But when it came time today to go out for a ride, take the 125 out, where was I going to go? Well, where better than one of my favourite places to ride. And this is one of those things that I love about 125s. Don't get me wrong, I will take this bike anywhere. I've taken this bike up to the moors several times. I've taken this bike to Exeter. But when I'm going further afield like that, I must admit I do much prefer taking the bigger bike because it just makes everything easier. But around town, when you're never doing more than 30, maybe 40 miles an hour, and you can rattle up and down through 6 gears, for me, that's where 125s really shine.